Okay, so I just found out something crazy about this March Madness matchup that's blowing up everywhere right now. You're probably wondering where to watch Furman Paladins match them, and let me tell you, the answer is pretty straightforward, but there are some details you need to know before Friday night, and it's going to be a glass-eye underdog story because UConn is the #2 seed in the entire tournament with an insane 29 wins and only 5 losses this season.
Now here's the venue part. This game is being played at Xfinity Mobile Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, which is Furman's home court for this matchup. The Paladins are the #15 seed with a 22-win record, and they're looking to make some noise against the defending champions from UConn who have been dominating college basketball all year long. So if you want to catch this live action in person, you need tickets through StubHub or wherever they're selling.
For TV viewers, this game is airing live on TBS, which means you can catch it on cable or through streaming services that carry TBS in your area. They've been calling it a first-round matchup, so this is early March Madness action, but still pretty exciting because UConn has been absolutely crushing everyone they face.
If you're into streaming services specifically, Sling TV has this game available to stream online. I checked their sports lineup, and they've got the NCAA tournament coverage, including this Furman first UConn game. So whether you prefer traditional cable or want to go digital with a streaming subscription here, depending on what your provider offers in your household. Let me break down the matchup for you because this is interesting. UConn has 29 wins on their record while Furman has 22, which gives UConn a pretty clear advantage in terms of appearance and momentum heading into this game. The spread is showing UConn as favorites by about 20 points, according to the betting lines I've seen floating around online. So they're expecting a dominant performance from them.
But here's where it gets fun. Furman has been playing really well this season, and they're looking to prove that #15 seeds can still make some noise in March Madness. The Paladins have shown resilience throughout their tournament run so far, and nothing about college basketball is guaranteed until the final buzzer sounds. That's what makes these early round matchups so entertaining.
I've been tracking both teams' recent performances, and UConn has been absolutely dominant. They're the defending national champions for crying out loud, so they know what it takes to win big games. Furman, on the other hand, is trying to build momentum, and this could be their breakout moment in the tournament if they can pull off an upset.
Oh, wait. Let me also mention the time zone thing, because I know people get confused about that. If you're watching from different parts of the country or even internationally, make sure to convert 10 p.m. Eastern Time to your local time stream so you don't miss any action. The game starts at exactly 10 p.m. EST on Friday night.
For those who want to follow along beyond just watching the game itself, there are also radio broadcasts available if you prefer listening while doing other things. Some local sports networks might have audio feeds of the game that you can tune into separately from the video broadcast. So in summary, TBS for TV, Sling for streaming, 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, March 20th at Xfinity Mobile Arena in Philadelphia. That's the complete picture of where and when you can catch this Furman versus UConn matchup.
And honestly, this could be one of the most interesting early round games all season because UConn has been so dominant that people are wondering if they're going to get bored watching them blow out another team by 20 or 30 points. But Furman has shown they can compete and make plays when it matters.
I've been following March Madness coverage all week, and this matchup keeps coming up in the discussions because it represents that classic underdog versus power dynamic that makes tournament basketball so compelling to watch.
One thing I haven't mentioned yet is that Xfinity Mobile Arena has been hosting some really exciting games this season. So the venue itself adds another layer of interest to watching this particular matchup.
If you're planning to watch live, make sure your streaming service or cable provider has TBS included in their package before Friday night hits. Some services rotate channels around, so double check that you haven't lost access to the channel. All right, so that covers everything about where to watch this game. TBS on cable or Sling for streaming, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday night at Xfinity Mobile Arena in Philadelphia. This is definitely one to mark on your calendar if you're into college basketball, because early March Madness matchups can always produce surprises, even when the odds seem stacked against the underdog.
Whether you're watching for the potential upset or just curious about how UConn will handle another test of their dominance. This game has all the elements that make March Madness so entertaining to follow.
So there you have it. The complete guide on where to watch Furman Paladins versus UConn Kafka men's basketball in this March Madness first round matchup. Catch it on TBS or through Sling Streaming. Set your reminder for 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, March 20th, and enjoy what could be an exciting game between a powerhouse defending champion and a determined underdog team. Whether you're watching from home or planning to head to Philadelphia for the live experience, this matchup has everything you'd want in early March Madness basketball. Potential upsets, classic rivalry dynamics, and that electric atmosphere that only tournament games can deliver.